Police pulled me over and looked down at me, not knowing my father was their boss. I was 17 with my license for 4 months when Officer Brennan's lights flashed behind me at 9 p.m. I pulled into the quick stop gas station like my dad taught me. My taillight was out, but I didn't know that yet. Brennan walked up looking like he'd already decided I was guilty of something. His jaw was tight, eyes hard. License and registration. My hands shook so bad I dropped my registration twice. You been drinking? His tone assumed yes. No, sir, I'm 17. I was just at my friend's house studying. He shined his flashlight right in my eyes. Step out of the vehicle. Why? What did I do? Tail lights out and you just questioned me. Out. Now. I got out because I was scared. Brennan grabbed my shoulder and shoved me toward the hood harder than necessary. Hands on the hood. You think you're special? Think rules don't apply to you? I just asked a question. Kids like you always have an excuse. Bet your parents bail you out of everything. That made me angry. My dad worked 70-hour weeks. My mom pulled double shifts as a nurse. You don't know anything about me. I know entitled punks who talk back to cops. People were filming now with their phones. I pulled mine out to call my dad because I was genuinely scared. Brennan knocked it from my hand. The screen cracked on the pavement. You can't do that, I yelled. Everyone saw that. Brennan stepped closer. Want me to add resisting arrest for a taillight? That's when my dad's patrol car pulled in. Dispatch had recognized my address when Brennan called it in and radioed the chief immediately. Dad walked across the parking lot with that stride that made officers straighten their backs. Brennan saw him coming and his posture changed instantly. Chief, routine traffic stop. Kid got mouthy about a taillight. Dad looked at me shaking, then at my cracked phone on the ground. That's my son. All color drained from Brennan's face. Chief, I didn't know. He never said he shouldn't have to. Dad picked up my phone. 3 years on the force, Brennan? Yes, sir. Know we have dash cams? Know half these people are recording? Know there's a procedure that doesn't include destroying property? Brennan's mouth opened, but nothing came out. Report to Sergeant Kim. Desk duty pending review. Now. Brennan walked to his car like a man heading to execution. The crowd dispersed. Dad turned to me. You hurt? No. Follow me home. At home, Dad made coffee. We sat at the kitchen table. Brennan was wrong and he'll face consequences. But you escalated when you should have stayed calm. He was treating me like garbage. I know. And when someone with power treats you unfairly, you don't give them ammunition. You got defensive, pulled out your phone like a weapon. Be honest. Why did you call me? I stared at my cracked screen. Because I was scared. And because I knew it would make him back down. Dad nodded. Brennan doesn't get a pass for being a bad cop, but you don't get to use me as a shield. You stay calm, comply, fight it later when you're safe. That's not fair, but it keeps you alive. What happens to him? 30-day suspension without pay, retraining, maybe termination. But his union rep will say you provoked him, that I'm playing favorites. You made it messier by losing your temper. That stung because it was true. Get your tail light fixed tomorrow. Mom's buying you a new phone, but you're paying us back $50 a month from your grocery job. He broke it, and he'll pay separately. But you protect your things even in bad situations. That's being an adult. 3 weeks later, I saw Brennan at the grocery store where I worked, buying beer and civilian clothes during his suspension. Our eyes met. He looked away first, not angry anymore, just tired and small. I didn't feel victorious. I felt nothing. Dad made me do ride-alongs that summer to see both sides. I watched good stops and bad ones, scared cops and aggressive civilians. Everyone in these situations is afraid of something. A year later, I got pulled over for rolling a stop sign. Different officer. I stayed quiet, took my ticket, said thank you. No phone call, no drama. I fought it in court later and won with my dash cam footage.